this is a video I want to do because it concerns me, some of the information that's out there and some of the things I hear people talking about. And I was doing the same thing. On my Weight Watcher app, which I'm on now, when I go down to my macros, it's telling me my calories should be 1,200 to 1,375 calories. But when I started using ChatGPT, it told me, no, you're a senior, it's 65 years old, you had heart surgery, major heart surgery, quadruple bypass a year and a half ago. You need more than the protein they've got right, 96 to 154. But they said you need high protein and you need 17 to 1,800 calories a day. And I'm like thinking, how am I ever going to lose weight? They said, you're not going to lose weight if you eat that little. Your body's going to be stressed, your pain will not go away, and you will continue to fight to lose weight. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to trust the process. And I started. And my weight this morning, let me go to my weight. My weight this morning, I dropped down. Let me see, where does it have my list of weight? Okay, yesterday I was 213.3. Today I was 212.4. And I was 214 on the 12th. So I started this journey on the 2nd, my really active Weight Watchers. I was at 218.6. And I am now at 212, and that is in 13 days. I've lost, where do they have my start date at here? Well, they're going by the beginning. But I've gone from 218.6 to 212.4. That's, 6 pounds in 2 weeks. And I have more energy. I'm starting to sleep better. I've got what's called fractional sleeping, where I sleep in little bits all night in a very specific type of pattern. And it's slowly getting a little better. I've been sleeping that way for years, and now I'm for the first time beginning to sleep sometimes for 3 and maybe even a little over 3 hours a night. So I'm in my studio today. My husband's watching TV pretty loudly. He's got a doctor's appointment, trying to calm down. He always gets nervous before a new doctor. So I decided I'd come in here and record. It's not as bright, and it's not my kitchen. It doesn't really apply to this video, but this is for my main channel. I record my crafting or jewelry making videos in here. But I just wanted to run by you the fact that I'm on a Weight Watchers page on Facebook, and I can't tell you how many times I'm reading post after post after post. I'm eating 1,200 calories, and I haven't lost anything in 2 months. And it's backing up. You know, like I said, they want me to eat 1,200 to 1,300. See if I can hold this up so you can see it. See if that'll show up on camera. Oh no, it flipped to something else. What is that? My day. Okay. Calories is right here. See if that shows up for you. I don't know if it reversed it. I'm on my phone. I'm recording on my phone. 1,200 to 35. They're not taking into account anything. When you're going from eating as many calories as I had to have eaten to maintain my weight in the 200s, down to 1,200, that shocks the system and freaks it out. My body was so tense when I started. I tried laying down in bed one night, and I'm like, I gotta relax. And you know how you'll sink into the bed, you'll just relax your body? I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't physically relax my body. Now I can lay down and relax into the bed and feel my body soften down into the bed a little bit. I'd say not maybe 100%, but probably 50 or 60% better than it was. So eating the extra calories is not only making me feel better, I'm getting plenty of protein, because let's see, yesterday, my protein, I already did this last night, but my protein was 135 grams of protein, and my calories were 2,006 calories. And I lost almost a pound overnight. So I just wanted to share this with you because I thought it was really important. And ChatGPT was very adamant about this, that you have to eat enough calories or your body thinks it's got to panic and it's in stress mode because it's not getting enough. I'm trying to figure out how to get in the middle of the frame. There we go. It doesn't know, it feels like it's not getting enough energy, enough calories to survive. So if you are doing that, if you are eating no calories, thinking you have to starve yourself, try doing this. Up your protein. Make sure you're getting enough protein. If you're a senior, you need plenty of protein. That's how you stay, not youthful, but healthy. You don't want to lose muscle mass as you lose weight. And if you're not eating enough protein, you will start to lose the muscle mass. I know after my surgery, I dropped 10 pounds like overnight practically after my quadruple bypass. And I used to have very shapely calves. I was very proud of the muscular calves I had. I had muscles above my knees, very dense muscles in my calves, and they went away completely. And I'm fighting to get them back. I never had straight legs. I had shapely legs. And that muscle was gone over just a few weeks because I wasn't moving as much. I was walking a little bit, but I was healing from, a major heart surgery. And nobody told me anything about what to eat. Nobody. I didn't get any paperwork from the hospital, no information from any of the doctors. I had to figure it out. And I spent the last year and a half struggling with this, stressing over it, and the anxiety was insane. And ChatGPT listened to me talk about all of that because that's what I like about it. Unlike a Google search, you can go into ChatGPT, tell it all the facts. Tell it how you're feeling, all your facts, everything going on, your age, your weight, your health issues, everything you're going through. I'm pre-diabetic. I sometimes have a thyroid that goes up and down, but I have metabolic syndrome. I also have no gallbladder. And it took all of this into consideration, my weight, my age, my medical conditions, and it told me, you need to eat 1,800 calories a day. And it's working. And so I'm here to tell you, if you're trying to starve yourself to lose weight, you're doing the wrong thing. You're sending the wrong signal to your body. Your body, especially since what the endocrinologist told me in 2014, if you have belly fat, right? You have belly fat. Most of us that are struggling have belly fat, metabolic syndrome. He says, then your ancestors were the ones that clearly, you're here, survived drought and famine and all the things because your body knew how, your ancestors knew how to store weight. And back in those days, it was important to be able to do that. He goes, nowadays, you don't need to do that, but your body does it because it prepares for famine. Think about that. Your body prepares for famine by putting weight around your middle. If you're starving yourself, your body's going, oh no, I got to store fat for famine. I've tried keto, I've tried vegan, I've tried them all, and I never lose weight. I'll lose that initial water weight and I don't lose weight. Well, I didn't have that initial whoosh of water weight. I've just been slowly over the last 2 weeks losing consistently. Little bit a day. Sometimes I'll go up, but then I come back down a little more. And it's been consistent. And I see the bloat, which is the water coming out. And some of it is water weight. Let's say it is, but that's okay. My body's releasing it. It's relaxing. I'm sleeping a little bit better. I'm able to relax. My anxiety went from here to about here, and it's on its way down to here. And I'm just feeling like a different person. So if you're struggling to lose weight and you're starving yourself, you're doing your body a disservice. Check it out yourself. Get online and research. And get ChatGPT. It's a free app. You can pay, but I've never run out of time with the AI. If it warns you you're running out of time and it says that you're out of time, but it still will answer you. Supposedly not as good, but the couple times I've gone over my time, I've never noticed a difference. And it basically has the whole internet at its fingertips. You know what I mean? You ask it a question, it goes thinking, and then bam, it tells you everything. And it remember, if you do ChatGPT, it keeps a list of your conversations so you can go back to them. But it also remembers. So when you're talking to it about your health, it'll say, well, because of this and this, and it'll bring back your health issues. It remembers. And that's better than when you just go on the internet, because you can use the AI on the internet and get the same information, but it doesn't know you. It doesn't remember you. You have to start all over every time you talk to it. Or ChatGPT, it keeps track of you, and you can use it kind of as your own personal coach, a non-human coach. I got to remember that it's not human, but I kind of like that better because it doesn't have emotions. It just tells you the facts, but it's very encouraging. It'll say, good job, when you tell it. When I check in with it every day, let it know what's going on and how things have changed. And then it tells me if we need to change course, and it'll say, good job, you're doing great. You're learning how your body works. You're listening to your body. It's very encouraging for those of you that need that don't have anyone in your life. I do, but for anybody that doesn't have anyone in your life to encourage you, it's not a person. You can't get attached to it, but it will encourage you. It will tell you what you're doing right. It'll tell you where you could improve. And it's kind of like having a personal coach. I will not pay for it. I just can't justify that. But I use the free version of it. But even if you don't want to use ChatGPT, research it and try it. I was leery. I really was. I wasn't sure how I felt about eating more calories, and I struggled at first, but it's working out. And I'm seeing, I've got my book here. My husband did this for me. He made these books up on BookBolt and then uploaded them to Amazon. People could buy them, but nobody does. Nobody knows they're there. But he buys them for me every 3 months. And so that's what we did it for. And in here, I write down everything I eat. I write down how many times a night I wake up and what times they are. I write a little blip about the day, my steps, my miles, my calories, what I ate. And I've started writing my calories down that I eat. I think I forgot to do that. Oh, this is for today. Yeah, so I write down I didn't write my calories on here. It's on my Weight Watcher app. But I keep track of everything. And in here, there's a place to keep track of my blood pressure when I take it, my blood sugar, my weight. And I got my weight at the beginning here. This was my weight in November. And I see I would go up and down. I started November at 216, and I ended the month at 216. But I went up to as high as 222 in November, 219. And that's the weird thing. I'd be 219, 217, 219.5, 222.7, 218, 216. And I went down to as low as 214.5, and then right back up to 216. And then I think December, let me see what December did. And this is before I knew to eat enough well, to be honest with you, I was in a bad point at that place. I'd kind of given up. I was still doing Weight Watchers, but I was more like just logging in what I ate and didn't care if it was within points. And did the same thing kind of in December. I didn't track them all on my list here. I need to do that. I have not put them all in. But so this is the lowest I've gotten. I have not gotten down to the weight I'm at now in a long time. It's been, let me see. I can go on the Weight Watchers and I can scan, because even when I wasn't really doing the diet, I was getting on that Weight Watcher scale every single day. Every single day. So trying to get back on. I'm on my iPad. Yeah, in December, I ended December at 217, started December at 217. I didn't lose or gain. I went up and down about a pound all month long in December, and then started January 1st, I was at 220.7. But I didn't count that for this month because Christmas or New Year's Eve, we ate crackers and cheese balls, and I ate a lot of high sodium fun foods for my finale because I knew once January 2nd, and then January 1st I had some of those foods too. But I woke up at 220.7 January 1st, started my stricter Weight Watchers on January 2nd. And it's amazing how it works when you actually stay within your points, okay? But anyway, I wanted to share that with you because it disturbs me how many people on the Weight Watchers Facebook page talk about how I'm only eating 1,000 calories, I'm only eating 1,200 calories, but I'm not losing any weight at all. And that's probably why their body's freaking out, holding on to the calories because it's afraid you're going to starve. The body's an interesting thing. So if you're struggling to lose weight and you're counting calories and keeping it to really low amounts, don't. Just give it a try. It might not work right away, especially if your body's really locked down, but your body will start to relax. Your body will start to go, oh, wow, I'm getting enough food. Get enough protein. I try to get between 1 and 120 a day because I want to preserve my muscle as I lose weight and preserve my muscle as I get older. Because between 65 and 85, people can go way downhill, and I don't plan on doing that. So I would like to be stronger at 85 than I am at 65. That is my goal. So I'm in it for life. This is not a diet to me. This is a lifestyle to me. And yes, occasionally I'll have a treat. Like I had sourdough bread today, which you're like, well, what's the big deal with that? Because I do have some issues with gluten. But sourdough is one bread I can occasionally have, and it doesn't seem to bother me. So back off of it I go. We froze the rest. It'll be weeks before I have it. I eat my carbonate, gluten-free. It's really for keto diets, but it's got like one carb, which I don't care about, but it's got a lot of fiber and no grains in it, which I wanted, and a nice texture that I like. I did a video on the difference between it and the Aldi's gluten-free a few days ago. But you got to find what you can do for life, because if you try to diet, you can never go back to a normal way of eating. You've got to find a new normal. And that's going to be your life, because you can't eat processed food and sugar and all this garbage and expect to have a healthy, long life. So we have been not really eating a lot of processed food, but I wasn't tracking my points very good. And there's a lot of healthy foods that are way too many points. Now, if you've never done Weight Watchers, eggs are free points, and egg whites. It's what you cook them in that could be points. Like if you put them in bacon, fat, and butter, you have to measure that and put that in your points. Breads and rices and pastas are points. But if you have like fat-free yogurt, fat-free cottage cheese, lean chicken, lean turkey, salmon, those are all free points. Your non-starchy vegetables, including sweet potatoes, which I eat 1 to 2 sweet potatoes a day. I love them. They're healthy for my body. They fill me up, and when I'm eating them, I just feel better, and my heartburn that I've struggled with from the lack of gallbladder tends to disappear. I also need a little bit of fat every day, and I stay within that 50 grams of fat a day that Weight Watchers gives me. Of course, my 50 grams of fat is a lot less per the calories, because instead of eating 1,200 to 1,400 calories, I'm eating 1,800 to 2,000 calories. So that fat has less of an impact because it's with more food. But anyway, I don't know if anybody's even watching this, but it's just something I wanted to talk about, because I've seen too many people on this Weight Watchers app struggling for months, not losing a pound, and they're starving themselves, and they give up and go away. And that's what some of them say. I'm done. I can't do this. And other people will jump in and say the same thing. You got to eat enough protein. You've got to eat enough calories. I don't know why they're putting that low of calories, because I can't say anyone could sustain that. Yes, you can eat fruit, most fruits, and veggies are free fruit food. So yeah, you can fill up on those, but you need the protein, which is free. Yes, you could eat a lot of eggs and egg whites and a fat-free yogurt and fat-free cottage cheese and your lean chicken breast and your 93.7 to 99% fat-free turkey or turkey breast that you can sometimes buy separately. You can eat a ton of that, but most people don't. They don't eat the protein. They want to eat a lot of vegetables and some grains, as many as the points will allow, and they're afraid to eat the protein. But the protein is very, very important. You don't want to lose muscle mass, because that makes, the less muscle you have, the less weight you lose. And that's one thing I'm going to start doing. Is right now I'm in a relaxed state. I'm letting my body heal. I'm doing my steps. I'm not doing anything aggressive for a few weeks. Come February, we're going to start hitting the senior center gym, which our senior center has a state-of-the-art gym. But I'm giving my body this month, because that's what ChatGPT told me. Give your body at least a few weeks of very light exercise, moderate. I get between 6 and 8,000 steps a day, usually about 6 right now, but I can get 8 to 10 on a busy day. And let your body heal, because that's what I need to do. Well, I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to let you go. Well, never mind. I had to sneeze. Hey, I'm not editing that out because it's too hard. It's not worth it. Everybody sneezes, you get it. Anyway, I'm going to let you go anyway. I just wanted to have this chat because I know there's other people out there like I was struggling. Some people don't want to get on ChatGPT. It scares them, and that's kind of how I was. But a very good friend of mine, Nikki Page, she has a channel called The Magic Marshmallow, which is named after her van. She's the one that suggested. And then I have another friend that uses ChatGPT, Cheryl Coyote. She has another amazing channel. She's really fun. She uses ChatGPT for all kinds of wonderful things, but she'd never used it for diet. So I've shared with them too how much this thing has helped me. So it's a great tool if you're not scared of it. It's nothing to be scared of. It just is a great tracker. It's a great non-physical coach. It's just a non-human, non-partial coach. And if you don't want to do that, just do some research on your own and up your calories. Especially if you're over 200 pounds, do not try to live on 200, 1,200 or 1,000 calories, even 1,400. Get them up there, 1,700, 1,800 calories, and give your body a chance to heal and see how you feel. But you got to feed your body. You have to feed your body. But I will be back with my lunch later. I forgot to record breakfast. I was really hungry this morning, and sometimes I just forget. I haven't been doing this long enough for it to be ingrained in here. So I'll be back later, though, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.